For this trick, we can take the deck and we can give it a shuffle. Once we're done with that, we can have a card selected. So let's say this one is selected. So go ahead and look at that and remember it. We would take back the card. And let's say right here, we put it into the middle. And we give it a few cuts. And another shuffle. So now I'm going to go through the deck here and try to find a few selections which might be yours. So let's go through here and let's say this one, this one, this one. Don't know how many I'm gonna take out here. How about this one? Okay, so we have a few selections here. So right here we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I think one of these selections might be yours. In this case, the 6 of clubs. It could be the 6 of clubs again. It could be the 6 of clubs again. So one of those was your selection, right? No, it wasn't. Okay, what was your selection? So let's say they name it out loud for the first time, and I would show the Jack of clubs. Now, if you remember, all of these cards were actually the 6 of clubs. But if I snap my fingers, you'll see there's 1, 2, 3, and 4 jacks, just like this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the deck is totally normal. So, that was the trick. If you would like to learn how it's done, stick around for the tutorial. Okay, so this isn't a very easy beginner trick. There are some moves you're going to have to know, but I'm going to try to break this down the best I can. So the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure the deck is totally shuffled, and, very important, you have 52 cards in the deck. Now let's say, for example, you know in your deck you are missing the 8 of hearts, but you know you have the other 8s in here. And right here. And you know the rest of the deck is totally normal. You have all of your 4 of a kind, except for that 8 of hearts. What I would recommend doing is taking out that 4 of a kind, so then you can still do the trick with the rest of the 4 of a kinds, even though you don't have the 8 in here. Or just get a deck that has all 52. So there's a few ways you can work around it. Now, of course, in this deck I have 52 cards, so I'm all set there. So once the deck is done being shuffled, they can take out any card, and you're not going to look at it. So let's say in this case we have the 10 of diamonds. All you want to do with the 10 of diamonds is control it to the top of the deck. So you can do that any way you want. I did something very easy, which I usually don't do. All I did was I held it in this grip. So your middle ring on front of the deck, your thumb on the back, index curled, and your pinky on the other side. With your middle and ring, but it's on this side. Use your index, break off about half. Now it can be half, a quarter, more than half. I just do half though, or right around there. Swing cut into your other hand. Now you're going to place your pinky in there and put the bottom half on top, which will now be the top half. So you're holding something called a pinky break. So this is an easy way to get the card in the middle. So you take it and you can really put it into the middle, and you can let go of that brake because that card is going to hold it. Going to push down and in on that card, and you're going to get a brake. And now what you're going to do once you have this brake with your thumb, come over, put it in your hand as before. So your index is on top, your middle and ring and pinky's on the side, and your thumb's on the other side. Put your pinky back in. Now all I did was a few table cuts. So with this half, all I did was I took about half and I put it down. But when I put it down, I moved my wrist down too. Okay, so like this. Now of course you don't have to do that, but I like to do that. So just like this, one cut, and now I went to the brake, but you can do as many cuts as you want. Once you get to the brake, so you know their card is on top, you can either place this on top, or what I did was I held it as before when getting the brake. I swing cut, and I caught a brake. So now like this, and then you can continue cutting. So essentially it'll look like this. So you have your card, we take it, we put it into the middle, and we say, okay, let's lose this card into the middle of the deck. Do any control you want to get it to the top. And I have a few videos on controls too, but do whatever you're the best at. And then if you want to, this is optional, you can do a riffle shuffle, keep their card on top. And if you want, you can do a false cut. So let's try that again. But you don't have to. So now you take the deck and you say, okay, I'm going to take out a few cards which I think might be yours. When you pick up the deck, you're going to be going like this. But I'm going to hold it like this so you can see it, obviously. The first thing you're going to do is spread to the top and see what their card is. You see it's the 10 of diamonds. All you're going to really focus on is the number or the value. So in this case, 10. So like this, you just spread to the top, and then you start looking through. So once you know it's a 10, you're going to go through and look for those other 10s. And one more thing, you don't have to do this, but I do it. You want to keep note of the color of the card, so you know it's red. So what I do is I go for black. Now if you want to, you can go for red, but I like to do contrasting colors. Once you get that different card, you just want it to be different color. It doesn't matter if it's a jack or a king. Go through and look for the rest of the 2 10s. So one there and one there. And it'll be up like this the entire time. You don't want them to see any of these cards, because you're going to make it look like these are all 7 of clubs. So you're going to take these out, turn the deck over, and have it face down. Now, you're not going to put these on top yet. You're going to spread the top card, which you know is their selection. Then put these on top and hold it with your thumb. Look at them in the eye, point, and say, now you could have picked any one of these cards. And you notice your pinky will be under their selection, and then the rest of the cards on top. So all you have to do is just square up. And now you have a break here. So they think you have 4 cards, but you actually have 5 cards. So now you're gonna say, okay, so I have here 1, 2, 3, and 4 cards. And you want to make sure that you don't spread off and show that 5th card. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And once you spread off this card, this is the card you're going to be showing. You're going to pull this back with your pinky under it and put these on top for a break. So what that looks like is, now we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 cards. Put them back on top, and now you have a break. So now you're going to perform a triple lift and show. You could have selected a 7 of clubs. When you turn over the 7, make sure you keep a break under it. Now I do have a video on double lifts, which is essentially the same as a triple lift. So go and check out that video or any other video. So now this is a real double lift. So you show 7, You turn that over, you place that down, and now this is a single lift and shows 7. While you're showing the 7, you want to use your pinky and pull down that bottom card, which is their selection. So now you have another 10 underneath it. And the reason for that is when you show the 7, you're going to turn it over, grab both of these cards as one, and put them on top. Now you're left with one card. They think these are all 7 of clubs. So you can say, okay, now for the first time ever, what was your card? They will say the 10 of diamonds, and you can show them the 10 of diamonds. So now, I put this card on face up, and I say, okay, now you saw that these were all 7 of clubs, but you're probably wondering what they really are. You can snap or do whatever you would like, and now you're going to perform a Elmsley count. I'm not going to teach it because I don't think I'm that good at it yet. But essentially, you're just going to do an Elmsley count. And when you get to that face down card, you're going to have it out jogged. You can spin this out and show this is a 10. And now to clean up, you can put these on top of the deck. And you can take these off. When you get to the 4th 10, just do a wrist kill. You don't want them to see that 7. And now you have just changed that 7 of clubs into the 4 10s. That was the trick. I'll run through it very quickly one more time. So, the deck gets shuffled. You have a card selected. You don't look at it. So in this case, the 7 of spades. Control this to the top any way you would like. Just like that. If you want to, keep it on top any way you would like. And say, okay, now I'm going to look through the deck and try to find a few cards which might be yours. Peek at the top and see the 7 and the color. Go through the deck here and take out each of the 7s. But the deck would be like this. So here's 1 7. We're going to take out a red card because this is black, their selection. Take out that other 7. And then take out 1 more 7. So now you're going to strip these out. So now you're going to be left in this little position. Push this card off and put these on top and say, now you could have selected any card. Square up and catch a break. Take the deck away and peel off 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. Say, okay, now I think one of these might be yours. Get your pinky underneath this 3rd card. Square up. Do a triple lift. Your selection might be the ace of diamonds. Might be the ace of diamonds. So there's a triple lift, a double lift. And now when I turn that over, I get a pull down that card with my pinky. I say ace of diamonds. Turn it over. You have that pinky. So just lift up on those 2 cards. What was your card? 7 of spades. Right there. Put it face up on top of the pile. Turn them over and do an Elmsley count. So when you do 1, okay, bring it back and catch it. 2, push these off as 1. 3, put this out jogged. And 4, put that on top. Spin it out. What was your card? 7 of spades. Put that on top. And to clean up, you can put this on top. And you can take off 1, 2, 3. You get to this card, I like to come over with my index, almost like a double lift, riffle up 1 card, grab it with my fingers, bring my wrist away, and put it down. 4. And you have all 4 selections. So that was the trick. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time with a new trick. Bye.